Hey. All right. Everyone should write a book, and not for the best reasons, which are you actually produce something or we're extending the written word, but if you have a conversation about books in Detroit, it tends to be a very short one. So the city itself, our group, we're creative people. When I was a kid, everyone around me wrote. We all did great things. We drew, we painted. But you aspire to be an author. It was not a realistic goal. But when I was 13, I started writing a book, and, it didn't go anywhere. But flash forward 30 years, end of January this year, I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to write a book, and I'm going to have it published. So I researched. What does a writer do? How do I make money? How do publishers work? How do bookstores work? Where does distribution go? It's easy. You should write a book. I wrote a book. I'm very happy about it. It's very cool. But it's not a hard thing to do. But it is. It gets weird. There's a lot of kinds of things you got to think about. And it gets a little scary. Because the scary things in life are the things that hold us back. But there is no reason that the fears of writing a book should hold you back in any way. I wrote them down, and we're going to not even kill them. We're going to murder them like a zombie with a hatchet in the head. It's a weird thing. So when people talk to me about writing a book, the first thing they say is, I don't have anything to write about. I don't know what to write about. And this is ridiculous. Everybody has something to write about, whether it's a story they made up, whether it's something that they do, whether it's the history of their life or someone they know's life. For all I care, erotic fiction, fan fiction. Write all the best gay porno about The Simpsons you want. Write something down, because the act of writing is the best part about this. I talked to one person, they said, well, you need special software to write a book. I was like, yeah, it's a tough one. You don't. Formatting is cool and all this great stuff that you want it to look cool, but if you have a computer, if you have an iPad, if you have a phone, you have access to software to write a book. If you don't have any of those things, come find me, because I will get you a pen. I don't know where I'll get it from. I'll dig one out. I will get you a pen, and it can be yours. They're pretty easy to get to. The biggest thing that everybody says is, I'm not going to get a publisher. This is funny to me, because from the time that this area where we're standing or sitting was a fringe trading post, the people here were hustlers, they were charlatans, they were con men, fast talkers. They were the kind of people that did things for themselves. It has not. So let's get this going. This barcode, the thing that makes my book real, it costs $10. It gets in the world. I can put it in the Library of Congress, which gets to the biggest fear. People say, well, it's not going to get in a bookstore. No one's, how do I do that? It's like, what bookstore? When was the last time you went to a bookstore for a book? My favorite bookstore is right here. It's on my laptop. It's on my desktop. It's open 24/7. And you don't need a bookstore to do real things. It doesn't make it real. Just the act of going in there and seeing it on a yep, there it is. Got a little bit of dust on it, been sitting there. Oh, it's in the bargain bin. Oh, crap. That wasn't any fun. The only thing that was real fear out of all of these is people don't, they're scared. What if I do this and people don't like it? Writing is a scary thing, because you're putting a piece of yourself on paper in a book. It's real, and people will judge you. They will read you, and they will think differently about you. Iggy Pop didn't give a shit. He put it out there. You flip that around and you say, I want people to read what I write. I want people to look at me and think, oh, he wrote something that was true and genuine and beautiful. Then you get Barry Gordy instead of Iggy Pop. Biggest thing, people are not going to buy it. This would be scary if writing a book and publishing a book really cost something, but it doesn't. It's almost all free. No upfront cost, we'll put it that way. There are so many things. We talk about the digital economy all the time. Everybody says it's changed the world. Look at how much great things it's done. Get into it, because it's so easy to do all of these things. I say it cost me less than $50 to publish a book. It was $30. The biggest single thing I spent money on was overnight shipping for a proof of my book so I could proofread it. Do not let these fears stop you. They are ridiculous. Get your computer out, get a pen, start writing. And when you write, go to these URLs, because they will hold your hand and they will get your book into a real form. They will get it on Amazon. They will put it on a Nook, Kindle, iPad, whatever you want. It will be tangible. It will be a real book, and you'll be just so proud. And I think it's something that this city, of all cities, should be doing. If you have any questions, I'm on Twitter. I will answer them, I promise. Thank you.